Hey there, Catus Maximus here again. This time with a quick review of the basic Stanley OffSet metric box wrench set. I've actually had these for a long time, and I had a quick need for some OffSet box wrenches, and so I bought these because they were cheap. They're like 20 bucks, and I figured, you know, Stanley and they're Taiwanese, so they ought to work out decently. And noticed that they weren't, you know, finished the best, but not the worst either. If we get a nice close look, you know, you can see they're not chrome. I mean, they do have a light plating on them, but they're not anything special. The box ends aren't particularly straight, but they're, you know, decent. They're a little bit extra thick, but I thought for general wrenches, they ought to work out pretty good. And it actually turns out that they've been a lot more durable than I expected. And I've used them quite a bit, put a lot of torque on them because I thought, you know, they were cheaper wrenches, and they just held up. So you know, it goes to show that depending on how you really use tools, some can really surprise you. Another surprising fact about these is how well the fitment is. Here we have a 17mm fastener, and if we really get in there and see, it's really tight. Yeah, you can just see that there's just a couple thousandths of an inch gap. And that was actually really nice. Having a nice tight fit has worked out great. We'll go ahead and take a little closer look inside the box end here, and you can see, if I can get the right light reflection, maybe this way. I put a lot of torque on these, and there's just been a little bit of wear, but it hasn't flattened or rounded out any of the fluting, the dry fluting inside the box end. So this was just a real quick review showing that, you know, these basic Stanley OffSet box wrenches really are a pretty good value and really do hold up. And to mention the obvious reason you would have an OffSet box wrench is because you need to clear a surface, but the wrench still need it to be straight, where the 15-degree bent ones will cause interference. And it's surprising how often they really do come in handy. The other nice aspect of them is the curve, because of the offset, actually gives you a real nice area to grip onto. It gives you a little bit of extra space, and it just feels more ergonomic, so you can really get a lot of force and a lot of grip when you're using these. Plus, being straight, you deliver the force onto the fastener in a more direct fashion. Obviously, when a wrench has a little bit of a bend, you're trying to fold it off this way a little bit. This one being straight and offset, there's very little force causing it to want to roll off the fastener, so it always feels like it's connected real solid. Anyway, just adding another review to YouTube, and I appreciate you watching, and please subscribe. Catus Maximus out.